Welcome back, everyone. Tonight's tale takes us to the sleepless streets of New York City. Taxis here are everywhere, bright yellow, rushing past like fireflies in the dark. But sometimes, stepping into the wrong cab can take you somewhere you were never meant to go. This is the last ride of the yellow taxi. It was a rainy night in Manhattan. The streets were slick, neon lights reflecting in puddles. A young woman named Claire had just finished her late shift at a diner in Midtown. Tired and shivering, she raised her hand for a cab. A yellow taxi pulled up, older than most, paint chipped, headlights dim. The driver didn't say a word, just nodded when she gave him her address. Claire thought nothing of it. She was too exhausted to care. But as the cab pulled away, she noticed something strange. The meter wasn't running. The radio crackled softly with static, and the rearview mirror was tilted so she couldn't see the driver's face. She glanced out the window, but the city streets looked wrong. They were too empty, too dark, like the cab had slipped into another version of New York. No pedestrians, no traffic, just endless stretches of wet pavement and flickering streetlights. Claire leaned forward nervously. "Excuse me, are we going the right way?" she asked. The driver didn't answer. Instead, she heard him whisper, low and raspy, "Almost there." Her heart began to race. She pulled out her phone, but there was no signal, only a faint glow on the screen, showing her location as Unknown Road. The taxi turned sharply down a narrow alley that she had never seen before. Brick walls pressed in on both sides, graffiti twisting into shapes that almost looked like faces. Claire's panic grew. "Stop the car!" she shouted, reaching for the door handle. But it wouldn't open. The locks clicked down by themselves. The driver finally spoke again, louder this time. "You asked for a ride home. This is where it ends." Claire looked up and saw his reflection in the rearview mirror. His face was pale, hollow-eyed, with a grin that stretched too wide to be human. The car sped faster and faster, deeper into the alley that seemed to stretch forever. The radio static grew louder, shaping into voices, hundreds of whispers chanting her name. She screamed, pounding on the windows, but the city outside faded. The lights, the buildings, everything disappeared until there was only darkness and the sound of tires screeching. By morning, the taxi was gone. Claire never made it home, but sometimes, late at night, people swear they see a lone yellow cab roaming the streets of Manhattan. Its windows dark, its headlights dim. If you ever hail it, they say the driver will smile and whisper the same words Claire heard on her last ride. "Almost there." So if you're ever walking home late in New York City and a yellow cab pulls up without you calling it, think twice before you step inside.